Alright, this is the second to last video in this massive upload of right around 22, I believe is the final video count of total guns that are coming out right now. This video comes from Shockwave 9001, I believe, from DeviantArt. He's this kind of pimp my gun creator who takes the base gun parts that he has available to him with that website and he puts them together into like cool but realistic futuristic versions of weapons themselves. And he has a few different industries, and one of them is the Quicksilver's injury Industries, and this is their Marjory battle rifle. And it's like just such a cool battle rifle concept that he came up with, and I like it because it takes crucial elements of the SCAR and improves upon them in different various ways. So this is the Marjory battle rifle. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Shout out to Alan's Custom Lego for providing the instructions for the ACOG scope. Just want to make that clear. That's not my scope, that's his scope. Here we have the non-folding stock. It's got the kind of grooves in the back, kind of all these details with a sling loop here, sling loop there. All you got to do is push on this button, which is connected to a Technic pin on the inside. It pushes this pin inside, and then it can adjust 4 more positions after this one, so it's a 5-position stock. You got a slight little indent on the inside here. It's better seen in the rendering. You have a cheek rest up here, which has the curve on it, which goes into the sight there. 3 stud wide rail system along the top. These holes here are for rail system that you would want to add later. The lower receiver has this grip here, which has this 3 stud wide portion in front to make it more comfortable to hold, and then it's offset in the back by more than 1 stud just to make sure that it's slightly more comfortable to hold as well. Flat bottom, and then it flares out in the front. Keep your finger from going off the end. Trigger here, safety selector here. It's on both sides, ambidextrous. This entire rifle is completely ambidextrous. 45 degrees marks the semi-auto position, and then down marks the full auto. And then you go all the way back for safety. It's got Marjory inscribed in letters on the side. This was used with sideways lettering rather than like what are those tiles, these tiles that have the letters on them. Instead of doing that, I went with this. Ambidextrous magazine release. To see how this works, check out the live stream build of this weapon. It's much easier that you guys see it and how it's built. You can push in on it this side to release the magazine, or you can push in on this side to release the magazine. This right here is a kind of new concept that isn't entirely new. I experimented with the CZ Brin 805 doing this, and I just haven't done it since then because it's a very difficult technique to do. But this is a 5 stud wide mag well. You can see where the magazine release comes in. This is the top of the bolts, as evident by the color of the bolt. Yep, this was just quite an interesting thing to kind of do. Brass deflector here and here, because this is an ambidextrous rifle. The brass can come out of either end, so you can select which one you want it to come out of. Ambidextrous charging handle slightly downturned so that you don't scrape your hand along the rail system up here, cutting it open because rail systems are sharp. I used a very interesting technique here to get the kind of stippling on the front portion of this handguard. I actually really like how this turned out. I use these kind of power bricks here. Really like them. We have vents on the top here where the piston comes up and interacts with your charging handle. Charging handle and a bolt are independent and built of Technic sideways so that they have less friction and overall act much smoother. And this, of course, comes down to the end of the barrel right here. You can see the barrel is not just this thing. It goes all the way through down there, and you can see the silver of the bolt through the barrel itself. So yeah. It's pretty much it for this model. This was a really cool model, and I really love how it came together in such a 3D space. Most of his models he does on Pimp My Gun, so it's a 2D surface, though he has been experimenting with doing 3D redemptions on paper, whatever that word is. I think you guys know the word I was trying to use. He's been experimenting with doing those on paper. So that's pretty much it. See you guys later in another YouTube video. Don't forget to check out my channel. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And check out my website at bluejaythemustard.weebly.com. Most of the links for that is in the description. I still got to go back and add the Instagram and some other things. Whatever. See you guys later in another YouTube video. Thanks for watching.